everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this past weekend I did this look for a baby shower that I went to, and I thought it looked really good, and I got several compliments on my skin and how good I looked and everything like that. So I thought I would recreate it for you guys so you guys could see what I did and what I used. So if you want to see how I created this look, just keep watching. Plus, I wanted to thank everyone that's been watching my videos. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you are, and that you are liking them and subscribing. Thank you so much. Yay! Okay, keep watching. Alright, let's get started. So first things first, I've already primed my face with my Nivea Men post-shave balm, and I let that soak in for about 5 minutes. So next I'm going to be applying primer to my face, and the primer that I'm going to be using is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So I'm going to put that in all the areas that I have, that you can see my pores. So basically it's going to be on my forehead, my cheeks here, my chin, my nose, and then I'll just rub that in. After that's rubbed in, I'm going to go ahead and do foundation. The foundation that I'm going to be using is this one that I just picked up, the L'Oreal True Match. This one is in Neutral Buff N3. This one does have SPF in it, so if you're using a foundation that you are going to use flash photography in, try to avoid one with SPF in it. The SPF is going to cause like a white cast on your face that you don't want, but since I'm not taking any photos today, this is the one I'm going to be using. And like always, I'm going to be applying that to my face with my face blender. This one is the Gotta Be Urban Flat Top Brush. So I'll be putting that on my face with my finger, and then I'll just go in and blend it with my brush. Alright, so I'll go ahead and blend this out. And remember to take that to your chin and blend it into your neck. You don't have to put a whole lot of product on your neck, but I do like to blend it so that there's not like a clear line right here that you put foundation on and you didn't take it down to your neck. You want to blend everything out so it looks even. It looks like it's all one color. Now I'm not going to take my foundation up too high underneath my eye because I'm going to put concealer in those spots, and I don't want to look, I don't want it to be too heavy underneath my eyes. I'm trying to go for a more natural look here. Next, I'll be filling in my eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Ofra Universal Pencil for your eyebrows. At first, I didn't know what to think about this since it was a universal color. I thought it was either going to be too light or too dark, but it actually looks pretty perfect, like the kind of shade I would want to pick on any eyebrow pencil, so I was really satisfied with it. So I'll be filling those off camera. Alright, now that I have those filled, I will be setting that with my Sonia Kashuk eyebrow gel, and I will do that really quickly. I like to gel in my eyebrows is because most of the time my eyebrow hairs will like fall down into my eyelid, and then they don't look like a perfect eyebrow anymore. So ever since I discovered eyebrow gel, it's been a love relationship with eyebrow gel. I gel my eyebrows no matter what. For my eyes, I wanted to do something very simple. I don't want to do much with my eyes today, so all I'm going to be doing is putting a little bit of my Maybelline concealer as a primer. And then over top of that, I'm going to be using this contour shade in the Rimmel, what is this? This is the Rimmel 3-in-1 by Kate in Coral Glow. So this has a highlight shade, It has a contour shade and then it has a blush. It's actually very pretty. So I'm going to be using this contour shade in the crease of my lid on my eyes to kind of deepen my eyes a little bit, and then I'm going to use the highlight shade underneath my brow bone and in my tear duct to highlight my eyes a little bit. I'm not going to go any more in depth with my eyes than that. Any crease brush, the one I have is a big fluffy crease brush from e.l.f. I'm gonna take that contour shade from this palette, like I said, and put that in my crease. I'm gonna take a little bit all over the lid to kind of set that concealer that I use, but I'm gonna concentrate the color more in my crease. So I'm going to clean off my brush on the towel that I have here on my left and go in with that highlight shade underneath my brow bone. In here. I'm going to be using L'Oreal Telescopic, and I have a love-hate relationship with this mascara. Sometimes I put it on and I love it, and then sometimes I put it on and it clumps my eyelashes together. I really don't know how I feel about this yet. I've been using it for months, but like I said, sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. But I'll keep using it until it's gone. Now that I'm done doing my mascara, and I did do that off camera because it takes me so long to do my mascara because I'm so picky with it. Today is one of those love days with this Telescopic mascara because I feel like it actually came out really good today. So moving on, let's go on to concealing. I'm going to be using my Maybelline FITme stick in 15 Fair. Now, I've been trying this new thing where I am not putting any of that on my forehead or on my chin. A little bit on my nose. But I'm basically just putting it underneath my eyes, and then whatever product I have left over on my brush, I'm taking that to my forehead and then to my chin. Reason being because the other day when I put on concealer on my forehead and on my chin, I pretty much spent the whole day outside and I realized that I looked very cakey. So ever since I stopped putting it on my forehead and my chin, I feel like I have looked more natural. It looks like my regular skin. It doesn't look like I have a ton of product on my face. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and do this. To blend this out, I'm really going to be using this e.l.f. blending brush. I think it's the selfie blurring brush, this one. I'm going to be using the NYX HD powder in Banana. Now it doesn't look like it on the camera, but it does have a yellow tint to it. So I'm just going to take my finger to make sure that I don't have any creases. fluffy brush, any brush really. I'm just gonna pick a little bit more of that up and put that all over my face. I'm not gonna really be contouring my face today. I'm just gonna bronze it up a little bit. So I'm gonna be using a mix of the Rimmel Kate palette, the Sculpting color, and the butter bronzer. So this is the Physicians Formula butter bronzer. So this is not very dark. This actually, unless I'm using it over top of something, doesn't really come off on my face because, well, I'm also really not that pale, but it doesn't come off on my face unless I'm putting something underneath it. So I'm just gonna really I'm gonna apply this where I would usually contour, but I'm not gonna be as precise with it. Then picking up the butter bronzer in a bigger powder brush, I'm gonna pretty much bronze my face. Don't forget to bring it down to your neck. Finish up my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and take that same bronzing color and put a little bit on my lower lash line. And then go back into that highlight color and put a little bit more in my tear duct to really brighten. Finish the eyes, I'll be putting some Telescopic on my lower lash line. Moving on to the rest of my face, I'll be using the blush color in the Rimmel palette. And I have noticed that I've had to pick up a lot of product for this to show, but it is a very pretty color. So don't be shy with this one. And then blend that out. That highlighter shade again. I'm going to put that on the tops of my cheekbones. And over top of my eyebrows. Cupid's bow. Now before I put any liquid lipstick on, I like to put like a primer on my lips or a base on my lips, and lately I've been loving using Vaseline on my lips. So Vaseline came out with a cocoa butter flavor, so I'm going to be putting that on my lips. Then I'll be lining my lips with Rose lip liner by Jordana and filling that in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Zurich. Once I'm done with that, I will be setting all of that in place with my Badescu Rose water and a couple of sprays of that. Forgive my face. Sometimes I make weird looks when I'm spraying this on myself. So that spray does really smell like roses, and my friend likes it. I do think it smells like roses, but I made my mom smell it and she's like, eso huele a vieja, which translates to, that smells like an old lady. But I think it's really funny. It does smell like old lady though. It smells like my grandma. Not my grandma, my great grandma. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Also wanted to remind you guys that you don't have to be using the products that I'm using in this video. If you already have a foundation that you love, if you already have a concealer that you love, a bronze that you love, a mascara that you love, you know, so on and so forth. Anyway, so forth. Just use what you have, what you love. I am in the process of testing out stuff, seeing what I like, what I don't like. So I am bringing a lot of new things into my videos. Eventually I will give you a review of what I do and don't like. But if you already have something that you absolutely love, just use what you like and try to recreate this look based on what you already have. You do not have to go out and buy new products. By all means, use what you've got, okay? Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you do, and leave me a comment if you have any questions or if you just feel like commenting. Anyway, like I said, again and again and again, thank you. Have a great day. Bye.